Today I'm going to show you how to build an epic starter house for each biome in Minecraft, and I'm going to go through a top 5 of my favourite ones. So yeah, let's get straight into the video, but do hit that subscribe button and make sure you like the video and turn notifications to see more of my videos. Right, so this is the plains house. It's quite simple. You've just got materials that are readily available in the plains, such as oak wood and spruce, and spruce is a bit more difficult, but and some stone as well. This is quite a simple structure, and you've also got an interior with an enchant table and some storage. This is the same for pretty much every house. And it's got furnaces and crafting tables, and there's a little upstairs area you could do something with. It's quite simple, but yeah, I'm going to show you how to build this thing. So we've also got stables on the side here, but I'm going to show you the basic structure of how to build this thing. So you start off with some wooden pillars. So you have a two wide doorway, and then this comes up 3 blocks like this, and then you have the oak wood coming across the top, and then you will put pillars here and here. This is quite simple. Here you go, and then you got 3 blocks between that pillar. Then you've got another block, another pillar there, and then that, and then this one comes all the way across to where the other pillar starts, so like this, and then like this. And I think these ones go up, they will go up one higher in a minute, but yeah, there you go. You bring this all the way up like this, and then you can put the roof like basically straight on top of that. But what you have to do, if on this bit, you will want to bring it up 1 extra block here, and these will all be 1 extra block. So then you can put yourself the roof right on it like this. Boom. And then that's basically the simple structure, and then you just fill in all of these areas with blocks like so. And there'll probably be something around the back here, but yeah, you can just leave it like that for now. Then you simply just fill in all of these with some variated textures. So I like to use stone brick, and andesite. These are quite simple blocks to get. You just mix in some blocks like so. And then you fill it all in with stone. You can mix in some cobblestone as well, maybe, or just anything you have on you at the time, because this is going to be one of your first houses. So yeah, definitely you don't want to use too expensive resources. But yeah, there you go. And then you just want to fill in all of the sides with that, just like that and like that, and then there'll be the stone on this bit, and then you literally just put the roof on. The roof shape is quite simple. You just get, for the outline, you get some spruce. You could just keep it all oak if you don't have any resources, but what I like to do is go something like this, and then bring it over the side. You want an overhang here, and then you simply bring the block up, and then each time you go up a block, then a stair, not just normal stairs, and then you come like this, and then another block, then stairs. Then on the middle here, you go like this. So you bring it out this way, and then you bring one on top like that, and then you come down again with the same pattern on the other side. I think that's how it's supposed to go. I think I've maybe mucked up the proportions a little bit. Yeah, I've done something wrong here. There you go. It should be like that. Yeah, it should come through down like this, and then you bring the thing like that. And then there you go, there you got the roof shape like that, and then you just build that on the other side here. And then I've sort of made a little outcrop for the front bit, which literally just comes out like this. And then you fill the whole thing in with oak, and that's a pretty simple house. Then in the interior, there's also this bit on the side, so you literally just add 3 blocks coming out like so from each, and then you have a slab block on that bit, and then you put fences going up. So you can texture variate this and do whatever you want with it. You can always customize. All the blocks can change basically in this design. It's just quite good. You just need some stairs and some slabs for the roof bit here. You bring this up 2 blocks, and then you place your slabs like across like so, and then you bring stairs through like this. This is quite a simple house. It took me like 5 minutes to build most of the structure here. And then you've got a little horse stable on the side, and then you can put your fence gates coming through here, and you've got a nice little stable there. There you go. So that's basically how you build that one, and let's go on to the next one. Alright, next we have the desert house, and that's going to be quite simple. Again, it's literally just, this one is sort of just 5x5 modular cubes that you can put together to build yourself a nice little structure like this. And this one also has a stable on the side, as well as all of the stuff the last one had, including the enchanting table and all of the stuff you need to survive. And then I'm going to show you how I sort of go about building these. So basically you start off with just a simple shell. So these are all going to be 5x5, and I think how many tall? 4 tall. So that's quite simple to do. You literally just bring them across like this, and then up like this. And then what I did on that one was I brought it back one to give it a little bit more depth. And then I'll mix in blocks afterwards. But this one can come like this, so you've got a little archway on this side, and then for this one I'll do a slightly different archway. You sort of just want to vary it every single time, so I do 2 different archways, or I do a door, or I do something else, which makes it quite good. And then I can bring, in that one I did like this, to give it a nice balcony at the top, and then on the side you bring up some stairs, which is quite easy to do. You literally just place stairs like this, going up the sides here, and then you just keep building more boxes. You can make this one as different as you want. It is very expandable, and the more you build, the better it looks, really. So that's sort of what I'm going for here. Actually, I think I brought this one. I started the stairs 1 block further out, so that I can have these acacia blocks on the side. These are stripped acacia, and the reason I'm doing this is because it's got a good contrast to the sandstone, which I think you need quite a lot of when you're building like this, because it's a lot of sandstone otherwise. So yeah, and then we'll have another building up here, which is quite easy to do. Simply just bring up the stairs. I'll fix this later, but then you can have, let's say, another building right here. So that will come there, and I just want to make 5 by 5 cubes. Basically, that's how it's going to work. But these are 5 by 5 by 4 cubes, and then I'll put a doorway in here. And this is a really simple house, because all you need to do is just build the same thing over and over again, and then eventually it will look really nice once you've added in all the textures and all that stuff. But like that, and then we'll bring one. What did I do on this side? I just sort of went back and did another arch. So I'll bring it back another block, and then do an archway on this one. And then you've got yourself there's actually quite a lot of space inside as well. This is one of the most spacious interior ones, because you've got so much like easy ways to add to it, which is great. So you can bring this across like this. This is basically the simple structure, and then you can mix in your sandstone blocks, your cut sandstone. I like to do cut sandstone on where the corners are, because that sort of gives it more structure. So, and it makes it look more finished and more built together. So you see on these ones I always do this on this side, and you can also mix in some chiseled sandstone. I like to put that above the doorways like so, and then you put some sandstone in from some places. And then what I did on this bit was I brought in some cut sandstone up like this, like so, and then I put fences. I think I did this actually slightly different on that build, but you can do it however you want, really. That's the great thing. And I'm going to bring it back like this. Actually, this looks a bit weird, doesn't it? I'm trying to figure out how I did this. So cut like that. Let's just do it like that. So you literally just expand this as much as you want. And then the horse stable is the same thing, but I used I used clay instead of that, and put acacia wood up here. And then you would need fence gates along here, obviously. But yeah, that's the same. And then for detail pieces, all I did was some cactus, because this is what they sort of do in the village quite a lot. You've got plant pots and cactus. I can't really actually get one. But yeah, you just put plant pots and cactus like this. I like to put a little acacia slab under it. Then inside it's just your normal stuff. You can do whatever you want with this. And then an enchant table down below, which is quite nice. So yeah, that's how you build that one, and let's go on to the next one. Right, the next one is going to be the Mesa one. Now I went for quite a simple one this time. It's quite similar to the Plains build, but what I did instead was I gave you more space by making it in line with the spruce, and it's also easy to build like this. So yeah, let's get straight into how you build it. So you start with some sort of spruce supports, so like this. I'll bring them up over here. So you bring, I think I'm going to go 5 blocks up, and then there's a sort of 5 block gap between each thing. So it is all odd centered is the most important thing about this build. So you bring it up like this. So that's the sort of support area, because you don't really want to be living like right on the ground on this build. Let me just check this is the right number. So 7, and then I'm going to bring that up like that, and then we'll sort of figure out this bit later, because that sort of builds into the cliff, which is quite nice. And then this one can come back as well, and then you sort of build it up. Let's see, how many blocks is this? This is 6 blocks up. And then you can build up your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then you can build across another platform, another log here, and that gives you a nice sort of shape. It's already coming together quite easily. And the main thing about this build is actually the block that fills this bit in. So you want to have sort of a spruce platform coming over here, and just make it sort of an organic shape, because it looks a bit rickety. And then you can support that with some fence posts, just like so. Bring the fence down just in a sort of little way like that, And then what you can do is, in this place, I like to put in some stripped oak logs and also some oak planks. I think this build palette looks very nice because you can get a good variation with how these things look together. So you can rotate these different directions, so you get a nice pattern like this. And this build does need quite a lot of detailing because there isn't much depth in how I've put this together. So I like to make a doorway of some sort. You can do this with cobblestone or whatever you want. I did it with dark oak over here, so I put in a little doorway around it and then put the door in, something like that, and also some leaf blocks and a window over here. That's quite a simple window design that you can do. It's just trapdoors on the side of a 2x2 window with a little windowsill like that. And then in terms of the roof for this one, it's pretty much it's quite similar to the other one. You literally just bring cobblestone, extend it out one block. This is always the most important thing. Extend it out one block from the edge and then come out like this. And you need some blocks. I like to do this roof because I think it makes a nice shape. So what you do, you bring block up, stairs, then block up again, then stairs, then block up again, and then stairs, and you reach the middle and you go like this, and then like this, and then you've got a nice way down the same thing. And then this is the outline in cobblestone, and you can choose whatever block you want for the roof. It doesn't really make much of a difference, but you can come down like this, and then you've got a block, then this, then this, then you've got yourself a nice outline for the thing there, and you just bring the cobblestone all the way back like this, and then you fill it in with spruce if you want to stick with my palette. But that's basically how you do that. And then in terms of the inside, I just let me in here. I just built a nice little thing like this, so it's just stairs along the bottom. I put a plant pot here, and then a nice sort of, I don't know what you call this, but this sort of structure here, and I can fit all of my stuff in like this. And then up here we've got the enchanting table, and I just cut off this with slabs quite easily like this, and then I got a nice more decorative enchanting table. It does work fully, but yeah, it's quite nice in here. I just use lanterns as lighting because they look really nice. But yeah, that's basically another house done in not very long amount of time. It's quite easy to build. But yeah, let's go on to the next one. Right, the next one is a mangrove swamp house. This is new in 1.19 if you haven't seen it before. This looks quite nice. I think I've built this in another video, but you can check out that video if you want, or I can just show you it now. So basically the way this one works is it's just the same as the last Mesa one, but instead of, you don't go up as high here, and you also more of a flat roof. So this one goes dark, this is dark oak stairs and then mangrove wood, and it's more of a flat one. So you go stair, slab, block, slab, block, basically is the order. You can figure out whatever shape you want, but I like this one because it's nice and flat. It goes over the top like this, and then I just fill in this with jungle wood. This one does have a 1 block back depth, so you do miss out on a bit of space in here, but what I did was I added a little bit over here so you can get a bit more space on the interior. And then also I put granite and polished granite in here, which sort of allows you to have a little area down here where I put my boat, and there's some frogs in it. And then I sort of separate the layers with a nice flooring in here, and you get a decent amount of space. I also worked in an enchantment table just by carving out some leaves here. This is quite a nice area. You can just come in here and enchant stuff. But then down here you've also got docks. Now these are quite simple to do. You just put the logs into the water, and then you've got slabs between them, and then just some lanterns about the place. This is very nice. And there's also another example over here that I've built, which is another house. This one's more sort of worked into the environment. It's quite challenging to build within these trees, but it's just sort of the same thing, same idea. You bring 3 blocks up and then come across, and you've got granite behind it, and then you've got a sort of house in here. It's not really finished. Yeah, that's sort of the mangrove one. In terms of bigger houses or smaller houses, I've got a smaller one here. This one's just basically a scaled down version of that one, where you don't have any granite, and instead of jungle I use stripped mangrove. I like this sort of window detail here where you put trapdoors over the window to give it a nice little shape like this. This one doesn't really have much space at all for interior, and it's also quite a complicated roof design because I made it a bit of a weird shape. But yeah, you can build that sort of one if you want, or you can go even bigger like this one. I've used some mud bricks on this one. This one's quite big. I built this on stream actually. But yeah, you can build something like this. I put jungle as the roof on this one, and it looks quite nice with a big dock here and some nice. You get a lot of space in this one, so there's a lot more space in this sort of build. But yeah, that's the mangrove one, and let's go on to the final one. Right, the last one is going to be up on this mountain here. I've sort of built into a cave, sort of, so you could put this down in a cave if you wanted to, or you can build it on the side of a cliff. This sort of build is very easy to do. All you have to do is build sort of one side. So the way I did this is just 3 blocks, then 3 blocks again, one diagonal in between. What you could do is you bring it something like this on each bit, and then you bring this up all the way, and then you make a sort of a trim with some sort of block. I use deep slate brick and spruce. So you just bring this up the side like we've done on the other builds, and just build it up like this, like that, and then you put the spruce in between, and you can make this come round like this to make it a nice diagonal look. And then what I did was on the inside, this is very easy to do because you only need to do one side really. So inside you can expand it as much as you want, you can do whatever you want really in here. I've put all of the basic stuff in here, and I'm a little way down to an enchanting area, which is very nice. And then I sort of built an extra bit on here because I felt it needed a bit more contrast. So I put in a white, this is with calcite and some diorite. I actually need to mix in a bit more of this. Actually, I think I prefer just the calcite. And then I put a copper roof on it. This can be whatever you want really, it doesn't really have to be copper, but it looks quite nice I think. And this sort of gives it a bit of height as well, height difference. And in terms of details, I added this little mailbox type thing with a composter and a chest, and then I have a walkway going along here that's sort of cobblestone, and I was thinking about maybe like making some supports with some cobblestone walls or whatever you want to use, just similar to how we did it on the other one. So you bring a cobblestone wall down like this, maybe, and that, because that gives a bit more structure, which would help you a bit. There you go, and that makes it look a little bit better, I think. And yeah, you can keep expanding this all throughout the cave. You could even go downwards into the cave, or you could go up the cliff if you wanted to. Just build at different levels, I think, is the most important part of this. But yeah, that's good it for today. If you did enjoy the video, please hit that subscribe button. I've gone through all of my best starter houses that I have to offer. So yeah, if you could hit that subscribe button, that'd really help out the channel. And check out some more videos on the channel. But I'm going to see you guys later, so goodbye.